We are glad that the Intelligence Council has taken on the message of M-pox by amplifying it further through the handbook, which is well written, which the ministry has looked at and actually aligns clearly to the message as designed by the ministry. And we thank you so much for that. Permit me to speak a little bit about M-pox, the disease that is contained in this handbook. This disease has lived in DRC, or Democratic Republic of Congo, and many parts of West Africa for years, over 50 years. And it is around 2021, 2022 that went across and spread to Europe and other countries. For us in Uganda, as the Metropole said earlier, the first cases were detected in August and it's coming to 1 year now. But the transmission has been so aggressive that as we speak, again, as without repeating what the Metropole said, that over 100 districts have reported cases. Take a note of this, that when we talk about 100 districts, it's not everyone in the district has M-pox. But we are seeing different crops of the disease in different districts. But what we see since the beginning, from Kasese when the disease started, it came moving interland to Mayuge, then later on went to Nakasongola, then it came back to Kampala, Wakiso, and now that is like throwing a stone in water and springing up across the country. And that's what we are currently seeing across the country. Mainly in major cities, we have in Kampala, Mbarara, Masaka, Lyantonde, and the island districts. What we have noted so far is that this disease, unlike the DRC disease, which is principally amongst children and pregnant mothers, the disease in Uganda is mainly, M-pox disease mainly, amongst adults, and these are young adults. And these young adults are mainly both male and female, nearly evenly distributed. And this is 18 years, 19 years to around 49. But the biggest group is between 20s and 35. And what we see, unlike in DRC, where, again, as I said, children, pregnant mothers, here the adults are largely what we see, mainly people in commercial sex activity and individuals who have multiple sex partners. And this is where the major stark difference is between Uganda and DRC. Same picture that we have here is the same picture again that is seen in Sierra Leone, again where the disease is moving as fast as it is moving in Uganda. Again, as the Metropole said earlier, we have a vaccine for this M-pox, which is a repurposed vaccine previously used for smallpox and has shown to be very effective for M-pox. We are glad so far that the uptake is good, despite the small amounts of doses available to us. But we think we should, from time as we go by, we should be getting enough vaccines. So far, we've administered over 100,000 vaccines. It's a 2-dose vaccine, but for the time being, to make sure that we cover as many people as possible, we are, for the time giving 1 dose. So we vaccinated close over 100,000 individuals. We hope in the current few weeks, we should be able to get an additional 200,000 vaccines, which again we shall prioritize to the high-risk categories of individuals. And we thank the church for promoting this, and we are really very grateful. But also would like the church to promote further that the behaviors of commercial sex activity, the behaviors of multiple sex partners that are driving the outbreak are some of the things that the church would like the church to speak to ensure that we interrupt transmission much as we have the vaccines. The message, as highlighted earlier, that, and I would like to quote it, that's not here, it was a new statement, that our presence here is to reaffirm the responsibility of our health and safety. I think that is the key and the underlying statement to make Ugandans healthy, to ensure that they continue to live for a productive life, and to ensure that the menace that comes with the disease is actually done away with. So we are glad as a Minister of Health and on behalf of the Minister of Health to participate in this press briefing and to launch this handbook on M-pox. Thank you so much.